Okay. Let me see.
Bro, I'm just dropping frames like a hard fucking
Dude,
core.
yeah, that's kind of like one thing with YouTube as
Okay,
well. Sometimes streams you
think
couldn't load streams.
I think I'm live. So, what is going on, guys? My name is Pluto, and welcome back to another live stream on the channel here today. I've done this once just, but yeah, we're going to be doing a podcast in today's stream, second stream, regarding future DLC 5 in Black Ops 3. I'm here joined with GregFPS, Lunatic, and SKizzleAXE. If you guys want to say hello.
Yeah,
What is up?
What's up?
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Skizzle here.
So yeah, we're going to be talking, as I say, about future DLC, possible chances of DLC 5, remastered Black Ops 3, well, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1 zombie maps. So the first main question of like the podcast is going to be, what do you guys really think of DLC 5? Do you know, could it be a possible thing in the future of Black Ops 3, and if so, why? And like, explain why.
The first thing that comes to my mind is the stream they done in back in December, and they said they will have more content, but not just that. But do you know, like, we recently got PPSH in multiplayer, and there was a investor call happen right after that, and the representative of Charlie Intel was there, who quoted them on Twitter and said, we will have more content for Black Ops 3 after we got the Newton's Cookbook, the PPSH. So that is kind of like one thing that tells me that we're going to have some sort of DLC. Maybe not DLC 5, but of course there's a lot of evidence that actually says that we're going to have DLC 5. For example, like the comic books and those loading screens, like, juicy in it.
Yeah, definitely. See, like you said, you know, you mentioned the
There we go.
comic book and
My
stuff.
stream should be up.
You know, like with all the Newtown loading screen, you know, Ascension, it's kind of just showing something. And not too long ago, Jason Blundell did an interview. I'm not sure the exact words he said, but he was like, can I say something? He pulls out a little notepad and he says, this isn't to be spoke about just now or so, something like that. So, I mean...
Confirmed pretty much.
Yeah, he's pretty much
confirmed. Pretty much. Basically, everyone... I've spoken to, like, full of, like, YouTubers that had some inside source. Well, they are claiming... I'm not gonna name any names, though. But pretty much all of them are pretty confident that we will see DLC 5. And my thing is that, why are they actually saying that? Because, like, they are at a point where they really don't need subs. They're at a point where they can put up whatever they want, and they will still get views, and they will still have their jobs, right, as making videos and doing whatever they love. So they'll still be getting paid, but why are they saying that we will have DLC 5 and ruining their image? If DLC 5, let's say, wasn't supposed to come out, then they wouldn't be saying that, but they are actually saying that, like, behind the scenes. And that's kind of like one thing that proves that we're going to see some sort of DLC. Maybe it's not going to be called DLC 5. Maybe it's going to be called DLC, like, Resurrection 2.0, or...
Resurrection 2.0. The dream.
That's all we need. That's all we need, and it's gonna, like, revive everybody from the ground up, and it's going to be, like, legit, like, crazy. I'm not sure who you guys heard DLC 5 from. Of course, we're not gonna name names, but I got this from another kind of YouTuber who had another source, and the tone of his voice is... He was very confident, let me tell you. So... so
I'm already getting asks what's coming in DLC 5.
I mean,
dude,
the way I see DLC 5 is, I don't think they're gonna make any multiplayer maps whatsoever. You know, I think they're just gonna wipe that off. And I feel like, as Skizz said, it's gonna be like a resurrection kind of map pack only. Yeah, just full of remastered maps.
But
another $15 trip.
But if you think about it, we got PPSH and the M16 as a multiplayer gun. Was it M16 too, right?
Yeah, M16 and PPSH.
So,
well, from
those...
what the source was telling people was was going to be Origins, Moon, Ascension, and what was the other one?
Mob.
Mob of the Dead.
I've
Yeah.
heard Nuketown
But I'm kinda-
too.
But from what I've heard, they said Mob of the Dead will have over 04 characters, and it's gonna be based at a time where you remember like Zetsubo no Shima ending cutscene,
Yeah.
and they went back to Mob. That's what they're claiming it to be. Of course, they said they aren't sure for that either, but that's what they're claiming, and I'm very skeptical about it. But they are like confident enough about the fact that we're going to get a new DLC. And
Let me just talk about that real quick.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, if the Origins crew goes to Mob of the Dead and you play as them and you have to get the blood vials and anything, that would be the coolest map ever.
Yeah,
Definitely.
it
Like, just the
honestly
whole
would. That
thing,
would
like,
be the
to
greatest
see something
thing.
like that.
I love Mob of the Dead. Everyone knows that knows me. And the fact that
zombie
going
exploded.
back to my favorite map with the Origins crew and having a new, like, thing you need
Easter
to do,
egg
like
or
a new
something.
Easter egg type thing, I mean, you can't get any better than that.
That's
is like
like
the
the theory
coolest
of
thing
being
ever.
Dr. Groff on Moon and blowing up the
Yeah,
Earth
just blowing up
before.
the Earth.
Exactly. I mean,
Like-
that's so cool. I mean, there's so many possibilities. And the question I'm asking myself about that whole thing, though, is like, does Treyarch have enough time? And I think the answer is yes, because Revelations was done before Garage Kurovi came out, which is another
Exactly.
really good thing to keep in mind. And that means they've had a lot of time to put into this, and also it hasn't been released yet, so they could still be working on it, whereas other people could be working on their next game. So there's definitely a possibility that this is going there, and I think Jason Blundell has also allegedly said that he doesn't care about Infinite Warfare zombies, so it could
Yeah.
come out
Yeah.
between like DLC 2 and 4, like a lot of people are tossing around. So I definitely think it's possible, but the question I still don't know is if they're actually going to remake the maps or create like new story mode from these maps as
Yeah,
well.
like we
honestly,
said.
what?
Go on, sorry.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Like we say,
Or-
like imagine playing Moon like in a different perspective, as in like playing as Dr. Groff and stuff like that, blowing up the Earth before like Richtofen and all those could originally do it.
Mm-hmm.
And
But
the fact that it teased
yeah,
like Ascension and Nuketown already in the comics is just showing
exactly, and what gives me away? Okay, so I'm genuinely unsure whether it's going to be remastered or not. But after seeing the Ascension loading screen, where like it's obvious that it's Ascension, and we had Samantha looking into the
The
Gobble machine.
Gobblegums,
And
And
yeah.
Gobblegums are Black Ops 3. So, I mean, I feel like if it's not a fully remastered map, what we could see is that, like, we get Ascension from Black Ops 1 PC, not like PS3 or Xbox 360, like PC. So the textures are better, much more detail and stuff. And we get that in Black Ops 3 with Black Ops 3 guns on the wall and in the box, plus Gobblegum. That or a complete remaster, where of course we'll see Gobblegums, but because like
Can we
got
talk about the Moon thing?
yeah, because like if you think that we had Resurrection back in Black Ops, and they brought Shinonuma, the Reese, like all of the World at War maps, and we had Black Ops 1 guns on the World at War maps. So even if it's that, I would honestly like shit my pants. God damn it! Like just
another feature I'd like to see though, like if they do remaster the maps, is like intro cinematics and like ending like after the Easter egg, like an ending cutscene like we've had in like previous maps in like the Black Ops 3 storyline. That would be another interesting thing to really see within
Dude,
maps.
it would
Yeah.
be so amazing. It would totally like revitalize the community 100%.
It really
Because
would.
if there's new stuff, I mean, everyone's gonna be hunting for that stuff right away. There's gonna be new small
Yeah.
Easter eggs. There's gonna be new stuff to do, more tutorials,
You know
which is my
Jason's
favorite
gonna add
part
all
of doing
new
YouTube.
shit.
I mean, I think honestly that if this actually happens, pretty much every zombie YouTuber is gonna praise Jason
Dude.
Blundell forever.
every
Pretty
like you
much.
know, I'll this time only I'll prepare, and I know like everyone that will stream will for surely prepare to not get like sleep. They will get sleep in advance and just like get mad, like get like just just stack up on food and shit and just like
So I
not
wanna
even
know-
give up
Somebody said
sleeping.
Resurrection had Moon added into it, therefore would there also be a new map added into
I don't
it?
think so. I don't think there
they
will
would
be a new map.
I don't think they would make new maps. I think they would just remaster every other map, like with.
Yeah.
If you think about it, if they're changing the story for all these maps, I don't think they would make a new map, because they can just reuse the old maps to have a new story that correlates with the origin through Revel.
Yeah, that's the thing, and imagine like, dude. Okay, so Origins, it's so obvious we're going to get, because I would say
Yeah.
Mob of the Dead as a setting map, like the setting that Mob of the Dead has, it's my favorite map in that regards.
Yeah.
But in terms of content, Origins
Pray for
has to be.
Transit Remastered.
Dude, I really we were talking about Transit, but imagine Transit without the lava. That's like the best thing ever. And having a gun in town. I was like watching.
Yeah, let's have a Black Ops 3 modded jet gun.
The jet gun, the memes, bruh. Come on, man. Like, come on, man. Like,
You forgot to
damn
mention
you,
that we
damn-
don't need the fog or denizens. I mean, that's
Please,
Yeah.
no lava.
Or
That's
or
game
the
breaking.
mask.
See, the
or
thing
you could
with
make a mask and
Origins-
denizen-proof mask.
The thing
Something
with the
like that.
Origins remaster, what we're on about though, is there's been
Make
files
Transit great again.
apparently leaked on like Reddit and stuff. That's what I've heard anyway. Like there's been, like files for like the traps and just the layout of the map in general, and all these.
Okay, I
like,
have something to say about this, for sure, okay? So, at the
Spill.
end of Revelations, we have Primus, right? And this is like, they already completed the great battle against the Apothicans, because we have ciphers that say they stood upon the great mount and their light was shown for all to see, or something like that. And that's awesome, right? So, what if Origins, instead of being the Origins that we're used to in Black Ops 2, was the battle against the Apothicans instead, and instead of having like the giant robots in like World War I and stuff, maybe there's like dragons that go by in a certain path that you have to like get onto and get something. I mean,
Yeah.
like there's so many possibilities. They could reskin the whole thing and have it be like medieval times, like there's so
Possibly.
many different possibilities with that. Like for every map that we've been discussing, I mean, it would be so cool. There's
Definitely.
endless stuff going on there. And another map that a lot of people are talking about is Ascension being remastered.
Yeah.
That would be another awesome map that they could totally, do so many cool things with that. Really, really interesting stuff.
And like Skizzle said, there's been a loading screen with Samantha staring into the gobblegums, and like we say, this is Black Ops 3, and they wouldn't do that for no reason. There's
Yeah, and
always
in
a
that
reason
same-
right there.
In that same
Oh,
loading
Newtown
screen,
remastered again?
I have something to say about that in a sec, but also on that loading screen where Samantha was looking at the gobblegums, Dr. Monty was actually drawing the scrap pieces from the giant that has
Oh,
the KN-44 inside of a box. That could also
Was
be
it?
another hint. Yeah.
Dude,
you can notice like the golden outline around it. It's exactly the same.
And dude, okay,
it's
so
really interesting stuff.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to word this perfectly or not, but I made a video like a while ago when that was first launched, and I had this theory where, because the Ascension loading screen where Dr. Monty's drawing that means that it was before the Giant, right? And the Giant was prior to the Reisendrache, and on the Reisendrache, what we do, we blow up the moon. So, if
Dude,
Ascension...
probably
that's
won't.
a really good theory. Holy crap.
So
Nice.
if you think about it, like Ascension that they're gonna bring back, if they do, I'm sure they will. So that will be before the Giant and the Horizon Draft, before the Moon. Imagine we get Moon, because there is we got Moon as a loading screen, like before we even got Black Ops 3. So Ascension, Moon, same time, but before the Horizon Drache. We play on Moon, and the Easter egg is to basically do something, and you try to do something, but you cannot do that something, because what you see, the rockets are coming your way from the Horizon Drache, and the Moon just...
I just came up with like the greatest epiphany moment ever. So we still have that 2-year period where Richthofen is learning about the Chronorium, and then he gets the giant after Origins. So all those maps could take place for that, and also have like, failed versions
Different
of
universes.
the other characters. Yeah, like there's so many different universes. Like you could have a failed version of Richthofen, or not Richthofen, but like Takiao, Dempsey, Nikolai, like all that stuff, because it says from ciphers that they were searching for the ultimate like crew that was actually gonna complete everything.
Dude, they can do
somebody did
anything
ask me a
basically.
question. They said, in terms of marketing, how would they sell DLC 5? Pretty much, if you have the season pass, would it be included or not?
No.
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
think it will. I think, like I say,
100% not.
I think it's
They'll
just going
charge
to be,
15.
as I say, just a whole Zombies Resurrection with the remastered maps.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
they've already basically hinted
I
at.
got something
on
to say, but I'll go
DLC
later.
4 it says 4 map packs. I mean, it wouldn't include it.
Yeah, and another thing from marketing standpoint goes like this. Let's say that number one, why are they gonna give us DLC 5? Well, the reason behind this is basically the sales of Infinite Warfare. They first, like, here's what I got from the
I'll agree with that
source.
100%.
So,
100%,
like, here's what I got from the source. They said that they will most likely gonna release DLC 5 in summer, which would be the best time ever. But after they release DLC 1, we already know Raven the Redwoods. In my opinion, it's a good map, but it's already dead. So now they're thinking about releasing it after we get DLC 2, in April. And
What about a return of Grief mode?
Yeah.
I haven't got any information on that.
Jason Blundell said that he wouldn't add a game mode unless it adds depth to the story. They would have to add depth to the story. What if they ended up bringing back Grief mode and it was the Origins characters versus the Mob of the Dead characters in Grief?
That'd be
That's how you
really
get the
good.
blood.
Dude,
that makes
that'd
so
be
much sense.
That
freaking
would
dope.
make sense, yeah.
But
That'd be amazing.
I honestly feel like that would be the thing in the next Treyarch game, because they do not want to. So, because like the thing is, Infinite Warfare is doing poorly, and why are they going to bring DLC 5? It's just to bring people back, and they want to bring people back, but they do not want to put all into that DLC, because if they do that, then their next game would lag big time, and that will end up like Infinite Warfare as well.
Well, the good thing about Black Ops 3 is there's still such a huge player base. Like, last night I played Zetsubo no Shima, and I really don't like that map, but I got into a lobby right away. Like, there's still people playing every single map because they're all new to people, and there's still people leveling up. Like, I was playing with people who weren't even prestige yet. Like, there's always
What if they have
people
a zombie
playing
black
over
market?
and over
New
and
people
over.
are always buying, because like I feel like people, when they couldn't buy Black Ops 3, they were like, we're gonna wait for the next Call of Duty, and the next Call of Duty is not what I thought it would
Well,
be.
for example,
so I might
if
as well
someone
buy the old.
if someone really likes zombies and they maybe are just getting a console, like, the go-to game would be Black Ops 3 100%. You know?
Yeah.
So like, there's always going to be people getting it. I think the content is pretty much timeless, because I still go back and play Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, World at War just for fun, like when I'm not doing anything. You know, like, zombies is such like a ageless classic thing that's so fun, and I think that they can just keep on, doing that, and it won't mess up anything.
But at the same time, too much of zombies can be really bad as well. Can make
There
it
would
dry,
be a
but...
plane I like in Mob of the Dead. They would absolutely remaster the plane.
Yeah, and talking about the plane, man, we had that plane show up in Shadows at the Giant, and even Zetsubu, right? And Zetsubu was the time when they
That was
wanted
never
to have
explained.
DLC 5. And I really feel like there's something big coming, and the way Treyarch works. Do you know what? I freaking love Treyarch, man. Like the way they kind of like tease us just makes us want to talk about it. Like,
and there's so many unanswered questions too. Like, on Shangri-La, you have Brock and Gary. Well, there's a cipher on Zetsubo that talks about how the two famous explorers, Brock and Gary, were killed in a plane crash. I mean, there's like so many different things that, that might say, okay, they're not going to remake Shangri-La, even though I would love that. I think that like there's so many other things they could do. And one thing I've heard from a lot of other people talking about this whole subject is that there could be a possibility of 2 separate map packs that were zombies related. Now this one is kind of a far-fetched and a stretch, but at the same time it could definitely be logical, because if you look at it, we have the 4 maps that supposedly are going to be the remakes: Mob of the Dead, Origins, Ascension, and Moon. And then we also have the Nuketown loading screen. There's 6 comics. Each one is going to have a new loading screen potentially, which is most likely so that would be 7 maps total. Now they could also bring back you know, other maps as well in this last map pack. Maybe there'll be a 6th one, you know, that would have Nuketown and maybe a couple other maps, so it'd be purely like just survive modes type
They'd
stuff.
finally sell Nuketown for $5 again.
I mean, like, honestly, Nuketown is a good map, and it does have like a really cool story where you get to round 30 and then it switches to Richtofen being in control.
And
it's really, really cool stuff.
I'm not sure
this guy
though, but
says,
is
what
it
if
right
the
before
remake
Transit?
on Moon? What if the remake on Moon has the astronaut as a trapped apothecon?
Well, Moon is just Moon. Let me tell
It's
you.
just funny.
What would be cool is like,
It's funny.
you know, if you were playing as Groff and like some of the people in Group 935 on the Moon as like, you know, a remaster, and you see like some part of the Easter egg, you see the keeper come in from like the Eisendrache, something like along the lines. That'd be
badass.
Cool.
That'd be so sick.
And then for like,
like
that, you know, like the end of the Easter egg in Mob of the Dead, how it ends, and it just says like the life continues or whatever it is. It'd be cool to just see like it ends with like the moon blowing up itself.
Yeah, I really hope that if with these remasters, if they do the whole story thing where it's like a new story and it's adding on to the Black Ops 3 stuff, I really hope they intertwine like all the cutscenes so that it's like one awesome story. Like, I think that'd be the coolest thing ever. It's like all the stuff that we're missing, like going to Mob after doing the Zetsubo Easter egg and getting the blood vials, like having a cutscene of that, you know, just...
What about Flopper?
Forget about it. Transit remaster, baby.
They're gonna put Widow's Wine instead, probably.
Yeah. I mean, like, okay, so
I would love Flopper, honestly.
The thing is, in the next Treyarch game, I'm like 99% sure we're going to get back over Transit Crew, or like maybe getting like a Pyramid Zombie map, like right before Buried happened.
Well, the Transit Crew is pretty much done after Buried, I believe.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, because like
the comic was supposed to explain that, and let me get a little rant out about this comic, all right? The comic does not say anything or help the story at all whatsoever. We learned about Broken Arrow. We already knew about that from Russman, and then we go to Broken Arrow, and it just gets overrun by zombies, and we kill zombies there. Like, it doesn't help us at all whatsoever.
But I mean, like, I'm sure that in the next Black Ops or Treyarch game, we're surely going to play as premise characters. That's for sure, like, no doubt, because we have seen that in Revelation. Like the Transit Crew, I really feel like there will be like one map where we will see them back, and I feel like everyone will be hyped, because remember the time when we saw Shadows of Evil and people were high, but not that high, but then we saw the Giant. Mad hype, right? Like, I was more hype when I saw the Giant, because like, dude, it was crazy. So I feel like it's gonna be that.
So awesome.
It's gonna be that we're gonna get one map with the Transit Crew, and my prediction is that it's gonna be a Pyramid Zombie map. That's kind of like my dream map too.
I have something that I can add to this as well.
Yeah, sure.
When I went to COD XP and there was a zombies panel there, and like all the zombies YouTubers were there pretty much, and I was talking to like everyone was talking to Jason Blundell, and one of the questions was, are you going to continue the story with these characters? And Jason Blundell literally said, after this panel, we're going back to Treyarch to continue reading the story. So like, it's just like, dude,
And the thing
Like,
is,
It's gonna be
I know
never-ending.
no one else has made a video about that. I feel like it should be talked about because there was like so many things talked about in there that was like, holy crap, Treyarch, like zombies
Come on,
only
man, like,
stuff.
stop.
Like, it's
See.
crazy, man. There's a lot of stuff. Like, people were asking about like the Mob of the Dead loading screen cipher, and Jason Blundell was like, I mean, it's important, but it's not like super important. But it could have something to do with like blood vials, and they buried that in Black Ops 2. Like, you know,
Possibly.
it's so crazy, man. And no one has still continued or been able to solve that.
They gave up on
Yeah.
that cipher.
I mean, you know what? Like, I like the fact that Treyarch keeps it secret because if you're keeping up with Infinite Warfare, the thing is, right before we even got Raven the Redwoods, the map layout was out. Like, I hate that. Like, I want to explore the map on my own, but like Infinite Warfare, Infinity Ward or
They
Lee
had the
Ross is a cool
final
guy.
boss in the trailer. What are you doing?
Exactly, and they
See.
reveal so much. They reveal so much, and the fact that Treyarch, like, you know, like everyone as we speak, everyone is like very skeptical about DLC 5, and they're like, nah, it's not gonna happen. Some people are like, it's gonna happen. I feel like it's gonna. I'm
thing is-
99% sure it's gonna happen, but like the thing is, I just lost my train of thought there, but. I just completely lost my train of thought. Like, damn
good
you,
job,
Pluto!
Skizzle.
Damn you! But yeah, Treyarch doesn't give us too much information. Like, they are legit teasing us in the comics, and
Nightmare
it's like,
mode is garbage.
and if you look at those comics, you can tell that they have something going on. And you can also speculate at the same time, and you can say, well, they are just recreating images, just to make them look pretty in the comics for the readers. And at the same time, you can be like, why are they remaking those old screens? And that's when DLC 5 comes to your mind. That's like the first thing. The next thing is that Treyarch have said there will be more content if we play Black Ops 3. And
The clues
another
are
thing
there,
is,
man. The clues are there.
the clues are there.
What I
and,
don't get is we can't wait, like I said, we can't wait 21 months or near enough 20 months for another
Yeah.
Treyarch map. Like, I mean, what my guess is once all the comics ended, like, we're gonna be that teased that they're gonna drop like a DLC per week.
Honestly,
I'm guessing,
what I
like,
would
a zombie
love
map.
is if
In the
Treyarch
last
released...
comic.
It would be amazing if Treyarch just released one map like every 2 months. Like,
That would
that'd
be
be the best,
even, like,
because
every
everyone
2
could
weeks.
grind the map.
get
I mean,
some new one afterwards.
even yeah,
Not even.
no,
They could do
I think 2
fucking
weeks short.
every
month.
3-4 months.
But I feel like
Yeah.
it's not that's not the case because it's not gonna happen like that. What they will do, they will put all the maps that they want, most likely going to be Moon, Ascension, Mob, and Origins, because that's what I've been hearing behind the scenes, and I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about here. But like, so they're gonna put all of those maps in one DLC and they're gonna sell it. I'm sure it's going to be about $15, or $20, but not more than that. Even if it's more than that, that we are surely gonna buy, and any diehard zombie
Can I
fan
add
would buy.
something
But
to
as a casual guy that wanna play, then he wouldn't buy. So I'm sure Activision is smart enough to figure this out. Like, if they put more than $15, many people won't buy that, so they should be at $15. So
Can
if
I
they
add
wanna
something
make money,
to
yeah,
stuff
for
like
sure.
that? Basically, Activision did tweet out as well that, you know, they're still going to be supporting Black Ops 3 for this year and so on and so on. And if you watch
Exactly.
Garlic's video, he even said, you know, if we're just getting DLC weapons, it's going to upset the community really, because we've got enough DLC weapons already, and if we keep getting more, as I say, it's just going to disappoint us.
I'm tired of
Yeah.
fucking DLC weapons. I don't
So-
even play
And,
multiplayer
and, if
anymore.
you think, and if you think of Activision, they're gonna bring content, and they're already teasing
Yeah.
like all of this new zombie stuff, like remastered maps. It shows right there that, you know, DLC 5 is potentially a thing for like the upcoming future of Black Ops 3.
Another
Which,
thing to think about is like the M16 was a wall buy on Moon. I mean, they
Exactly.
Yeah.
could have done that for that reason.
For
Yeah.
what reason?
And like, everyone that is watching, I just want to say, like, I'm not gonna name names though, but I just want everyone listening to pay attention that why big YouTubers would make videos about DLC 5. They are already big. They have millions of subscribers, would still get thousands of viewers, would still get money, and do what they do. Of course, they do it because they love it, and they still get paid, and that is awesome. So I'm not trying to say that, yeah, they do it for money. No, it's not that. But what I'm trying to get at here is that they are already built. They have built their YouTube channels, but they are still making DLC 5 videos. And if DLC 5 is not going to come out, well, they are ruining their image. So, like, that's one thing too. So, I'm just trying to tell you guys that keep an eye out and just think about it. Why are they putting out DLC 5 videos? That's one thing, though.
The big question is, you know, if DLC 5 was to be a thing, when do you guys really think it would be released? Do you think it would be like 2 months, 4 months, maybe a year from now?
Probably June, like the summer.
It'd be summertime.
Usually
It'd be
DLC
summer
3
hype.
comes out in July, so
But
June would be
okay,
a good time for that.
I want to go on just a little rant here. So the thing is, what I got from my source, they said that they are planning to release in summer, but then DLC 1 failed, and now they are thinking about doing it after DLC 2. And to me, it makes sense because, like, after DLC 2, we're gonna start getting just little teasers about Call of Duty 2017, and if people are not hyped, well, they're not gonna be hyped for the next Call of Duty game. So what my detective mind is thinking is that after DLC 2, we get DLC 5, crazy hype, people would be hyped, and right after that, like 2-3 weeks or probably a month, we're gonna get a new trailer for Call of Duty 2017, most likely in May. So it
We're gonna
makes
have
sense.
zombies every year now, though, so they have to start trying to hype zombies up more and more and more.
I think the smartest move would be to have a Call of Duty like conference where they announce everything, right? Before they show the new game, say that we have Black Ops 3 Zombies content, everyone would be super hyped, and then show a trailer for the next game, and the hype would be unreal. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get
Yeah,
at.
that's a good idea.
That's what I'm trying to get at. Get DLC 5 before, and then we get a new like trailer for a new Call of Duty 2017. And guess what? It's going to be boots on the ground, and we'll have a traditional setting. So, and also going to have zombies, and I'm sure that will have a traditional setting. And in some aspects, I kind of like Exo Zombies. In some aspects, though, but I didn't quite
I don't
enjoy
like the EMP zombies, and
I haven't played that much,
Yeah.
but I
That's
mean,
pretty much
EMP zombies literally ruined the mode entirely.
yeah, that was literally, that's what ruined it
yeah,
for me.
the
If they
burger
didn't have
count,
those,
the
I'd play it.
burger count. But I really do feel like it's gonna come out in April and May. We start getting like Call of Duty 2017, and I heard from my source there will be like another DLC. Like they don't want to put all the maps in one, because their whole goal is to
definitely.
make money. Their whole goal is to make
They
money.
wouldn't
and-
release 2 at a time, though, would they?
Yeah.
Or 1 at
Yeah,
a time,
yeah.
like $5 a piece or something?
Yeah, and I feel like if they were to release another, I'm sure like they are planning on releasing DLC 5, and if DLC 5 does do well, they're going to actually put like, of course, like I'm not sure what are their of course there has to be a threshold, like if they reach certain point, they will release DLC or a new one, or think about releasing more content for Black Ops 3. And it has to be in 2017, because that's what they mentioned. Because in 2018, we're gonna start getting information about the next
Yeah.
Treyarch game, and I'm sure it will start in March, April, and May of next year.
And we're probably gonna get a beta too for the new COD.
yeah, and it's most likely gonna be in September or October.
Or
Of next
or
year.
even
Well,
August.
I guess since it's boots on the gun, I guess I'll fucking try the beta if there is one, but
Yeah, and I see comments on your guys' streams of a source. Well, a source is basically a YouTuber that actually got information
Leaked
from
information.
Activision and Treyarch inside. I
Yes.
cannot name their names though, so.
Yeah, I know the source, but I can't say anything.
Yeah.
I think we all do.
I-
yeah.
yeah.
I think we like I talk like off stream, like just mentioning.
Yeah.
But you guys, all I'm gonna say is that there are enough clues straight from Treyarch and the YouTubers that told us, because they got it straight from Activision, and they are very confident when they say we're getting DLC 5. And like I said earlier, why big YouTubers? I'm not gonna name a name though, or not gonna name names, but why a big channel with millions of subscribers would make a DLC 5 video. They are at a point where they can put out anything they like to put out, and they will still get views. So it's not about
Yeah.
getting views though. As a small guy, it makes sense that if you make a DLC 5 theory video, it makes sense that yeah, you are a view hungry dude or you want views, and it's not a bad thing.
It could be
It's not
one of two things, though. It could be actual inside information, or it could be him trying to plant the bug in Activision's ear to do it.
Exactly, and I feel like if that's the case, then Activision better. But I mean, like, dude, I'm sure like the guy doesn't want to ruin his image, and unless he's mature, he's an adult.
Yeah,
So I mean,
definitely.
like, and or like if I were him and if I had like that many subscribers, I wouldn't even like make a DLC 5 video because at that moment I would already been doing this full time and wouldn't want to ruin my image or nothing like that. So I'm pretty sure, like he's confident and because of course he got it from Activision and Treyarch, so
Yeah.
why wouldn't the guy be confident after hearing that?
Yeah, see the thing with zombies, the way a lot of the community are really looking at it as well at the moment is, you know, zombies is at a rough patch. We all know that. You know, there's not many challenges we can exactly do as, you know, as of now as well. Custom zombies, there's only a certain few maps what are good, for example, like Retribution. And once again,
90% are fucking terrible.
there's so much information they've pretty much shown, you know, remastered loading screens, you know, Activision tweeting themselves, Dalek pointing a good point out about, you know, would be disappointed about just DLC weapons. And once again, we can't wait 20 months just for like the next Treyarch map to continue the story. And as Greg said, you know, Jason Blundell said they're going to be, you know, continuing the story with the Origins characters. So I guess all we can say is there's a big potential, but I guess people can't just get their hopes up about DLC 5 because it could all just be rumours for all we know. But as far as we'll see it, it could be a legit thing.
Yeah, because like the guys are claiming that DLC 5 is there, gonna be there. Well, they are very, they are confident. They are like 100% sure. And at the same time, my mind doesn't want to believe it, but the evidence is there, and just like basically everything is there that makes me like fully think that it's gonna come out.
Definitely.
Pretty
I
sure.
mean, there's all this stuff as well in the files. You know, what people have seen about Ascension, you know, they've seen Ascension files and Origin files so far. They've not seen anything about Mob of the Dead or so. But as far as I'm aware, they've only seen like Ascension and Origins.
Nuketown.
Yeah.
Well, they have the little things
Like-
from Nuketown, but that comes from Ascension anyways.
Exactly, I mean, and once again, we can't, like, I'm sure Treyarch themselves know, and Activision know Zombies is on a rough edge, so I guess, like we say, there is a potential that there could be a DLC 5, but hopefully if they do remaster that it's just like, you know, like Greg said, a map every 2 months, 1 month or so. Because
It's not gonna be like that. I wish though, because yeah, if we would get like one map, then we would have like everyone would be playing that map. But I don't think it's gonna be that. I hope so. If it's that, then brilliant. But if it's not that, then brilliant as well. Because like, hey, more content, right? That's all what we want. And let's say, okay, DLC 5 were to drop tomorrow, and we all know there will be like 4 maps: Moon, Ascension, Mob, Origins. Who's gonna play what? Let us know in the comments in the chat as well. I have never done Origins Easter eggs, so I better like start like kind of.
yeah, you want to start looking into
Do you have
that.
it for PC?
Oh yeah, I do have it. Black Ops 2 on PC, yep.
Okay, well we should play together at some point.
Yeah, like I have never done the Easter egg, and the only staff I made was the ice staff, and I should better like. Yeah, I
It's
call
the
myself
easiest
a
one.
Minecraft YouTuber, so no worries. There's a reason why I say I'm a Minecraft YouTuber, but like if those were to drop tomorrow, like I feel like a lot of people would start on Origins, and the people that don't know how to do Origins Easter egg like me would start on Mob. I feel like
Definitely.
to say that. And some people will go on Moon, and Ascension would be the last. I like all these maps are
See,
good, but
I
the
just
priorities would be there.
I would go to Mob
I
straight.
just thought of something. So, if the if Nuke 10 is gonna be remastered,
I'd go to Moon.
who are we exactly gonna be playing as in Nuke 10? Because if
Well,
you know
Marlton is in the
The Mob of the Dead
Marlton-
characters.
yeah, if we could get some more
Why?
backstory on
Well, I
Moralton,
don't know. Why not?
I mean,
Treyarch.
Marlton was in the
the bunker.
bomb shelter
Yeah,
bunker thing. I mean, you could they could do as Sir Jammy did and go underneath the bunker.
yeah. I mean, what would be cool is if like
That'd be
There's-
kind of shitty of them to steal his idea like that, though, and they better credit him or something.
Yeah, but I mean,
there
they
are
could have.
rumors-
I don't know.
There are
Yeah,
rumors
I
saying
mean-
DLC 5 will be Resurrection 2.0 opinions. Well, that's what we
I don't know
all
what are
think,
they
I
what are
guess.
they going to call this DLC, to be honest.
I doubt it's going
I
to be
really-
called Resurrection, but like it's going to play the same as Resurrection, you know, or some remastered
Well, yeah.
maps or so. Definitely, like
It'd be called like the Zombies Collection.
yeah, that or like the Zombies trilogy or so. That's something cool they could do.
Yep.
Somebody says
So-
hi, Skizzle. SPFFA.
Yo, my boy, my boy. What up? So yeah, I feel like if we were to get DLC, if we will for sure gonna get DLC 5. I don't think like Treyarch will call it DLC 5, but will have an actual name. And yo, hell, when we got
They'll
like
just call it
Salvation-
DLC 5 confirmed.
So when we had Salvation DLC, I legit thought that would hold like all the maps, because we only had the zombies poster and we only had like over all 4 characters. Do you guys remember
See,
that?
Someone
Like,
just
I-
mentioned.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Someone just mentioned Call of the Dead, and if that was to be remastered, how would that play?
I heard that.
Like,
I guess I heard that. Tranzit.
They would remake
and
that map. I like that map.
I love Call of the Dead, to be honest. Like
You gotta
setting-
think, though,
Scavenger OP.
like- Call of the Dead is where Easter eggs really began. You know, that was other than
Ascension is the first one.
yeah, Ascension, and then like it started beginning with all the characters like mainly in Call of the Dead, them being trapped behind that one door, needing the that little device for the MPD. But there's still like
Yeah,
he got pretty much left on a hangover with, you know, Revelations. It being Jason Blundell said
Revelation
himself.
was.
He said himself it's gonna last 17 months, and like there's still stuff like, you know, the Shadow Man saying, you know, Richtofen was his apprentice, and then seeing in the trailer Richtofen dying. You know, that's I haven't seen anything to be explained by that just yet either.
Yeah, I just feel like this is gonna drop very hard, and everyone in their freaking mother will wake up.
It's
like,
gonna be a
no.
fucking atomic
Like no
bomb going
tomorrow.
off, and everyone
Yeah.
YouTube is gonna light a fire under its ass.
Dude, I swear, bro, like mad clicks, mad views.
You
just-
thought views
mad
were
hype.
good in Revelations. Just
Dude,
wait.
Them
it's gonna
Revelation views
beat
were
Revelation,
amazing.
no lie. Yeah, it's surely gonna beat all. I really do feel like it's gonna beat like a lot of like sales for DLCs and stuff. I'm not sure if it's gonna beat Season Pass though or not, but I don't have the actual numbers for Season Pass, like how many people bought Season Pass or not. But I really
If they do
like,
8 maps, they'll probably do a Zombies DLC season pass.
dude,
Yeah.
or no, I do not know. Like they are greedy for sure, but. If they are smart, then they won't make it super expensive. Because if they make it super expensive, then rip. And if no one's buys, then it's gonna be like Infinite Warfare. It's gonna be super
Yeah.
dead. But if they make it accessible for everyone, and if it's like $15, it's safe to say a lot of people will buy that, and they will make a ton of money that way. than to make it super expensive. But let it like when people will see it has mob origins, well, people will go nuts for sure. Moon wasn't the greatest map, but the setting was there. Like I love the setting of Moon though, but I don't like the map. But if they improve it and remaster it, then it can have another chance. So sprinkle it Moon Ascension on top of got Origins and Mob. I guess it's going to like blow people brains away.
I mean, I just thought as well, a good question is if Ascension's definitely remastered, how would Ascension be laid out, like played, like who would the characters be? You know,
I wish they'd leave the maps alone and just make them a little bit bigger, like how, like the Kino map, like how they remade that for custom, Greg. You know how like they widened it out, like the starting room was bigger. Yeah, like the subtle little changes in the theater. I think that would be a great idea.
I think it'd be awesome to see some of the Black Ops, like 1 maps in theater as well, because there could be stuff that we've never found out that could be added in there, and there could be new ciphers explaining new things as well.
But what I heard is, like
they're
for
bringing
Origins,
up the troll file, the second ending for the Revelations map.
But what I heard from for Origins from the source, he basically said that Origins will be like the Giant, where we'll have like you guys remember when we like because the Giant was a DLC map and no one could actually see how well it's gonna look like. Because I remember the time when we saw the right before Black Ops 3 came out, a lot of people had it early, and we start seeing Shadows of Evil gameplay. Do you guys remember that time? But no one could see the Giant gameplay, and we were like super hyped, like how will it look like? And the first day we got into the Giant, well, it was like beautiful and it looked like crazy. So what I've heard is that the Origins will look alike in terms of graphics and the snow and just like it's going to be Origins, gonna have the same layout, but will look like the Giant. I guess that's going to be pretty nuts.
Definitely, I mean, Treyarch.
Yo, hold up, I'm gonna show my stream my cat real quick. Look at what my fucking cat did, guys. She dead ass is sleeping inside of my hoodie on my chair. Like it's like folded over her.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's true. That's
wake your cat up.
Somebody just picked out something.
Yo, wake your cat up and ask DLC 5, and if the cats just like move around, or at least make the cat move, so we can have a safe information. DLC 5.
Someone just pointed something good out, like a remastered Shino Numa. Like big we get.
Oh fuck! I gotta go with that comment, please.
I do not
want remastered World at War maps. We already got them back in Black Ops 1, and they don't add anything new to the story.
You know what? Like when we got Resurrection 2.0, we had all the World at War maps in it. So I really feel like we're going to get all of the Black Ops 1
Fluffy
and Black
2.0
maps.
We're gonna get Fluffy 2.0.
We just got a good question also in the chat saying, what is a podcast?
The podcast is where you sit on.
The podcast is basically pod and cast, like two things at the same time. Like
yeah, we're 2 peas in a pod and a cast, but this time we're 4 peas in a pod and we're casting.
Easy.
See,
easy peasy mathematics right there.
Another thing I'd like to find out is some more information on Peter McCain. Even though we had him in, you know, God Crow V, there was a little snippet in the clip in Revelations what was never explained, like why McCain was
what about the radio of Johnny Banana?
His role wasn't even like there fully. Like there should have been like more. Like my boy Peter, like he freaking died, man. He freaking died, and no one actually heard
Peter
that.
transferred
like,
universes,
Peter,
man. He's Dr. Monty 3.0. He just like magically appeared in Garage Grovey. Dude just pulled the fucking Jesus and was like, whooshing.
I mean, if they don't bring a DLC out until like the next Treyarch game, I'd like to see it in like the ancient times, with the staffs and taking it from there, not
Yeah,
going
we've
up
never
gears
seen
and
the
stuff.
original staffs either.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
sure in the
Manta
next,
Pro, Manta
I'm
Yes,
sure
Pro.
in
we
the next
did.
game
Wink,
we
wink.
will.
Max has
Dude,
even
yo,
said there
guys,
was
guys.
so many copies of the staffs as well.
Well, we
Yeah,
did
I
see
feel
it
like
in
we're gonna
the
see a second one
Revelations
too.
ending cutscene. There we go.
Yeah, but I really do feel like in the next Treyarch game we're gonna play as the premise characters, and I feel like in the last DLC of the next Treyarch game, we will visit the time where we've seen basically we've seen the time where they were in the end cutscene of Revelation. I feel like that's what we're gonna experience in the next Treyarch game for sure. But DLC 5 is going to be nothing new, but going to be old maps. Either coming back and we will play them, and we will have Gobble guns, and we will have Black Ops 3 guns, and of course the same old wonder weapons like Blundergat for Mob and Origin staves. We will have that, or they will be fully remastered where like the graphic looks like the
Staves.
Giant. And
All
of
I'm
course we're
gonna
gonna have
say
Gobble
is, all I'm gonna say is Perkaholic on Origin and shopping free
Yo.
on Mob of the Dead. That's all I'm gonna say.
Bro,
Dude,
we're
yo,
gonna
that
speed
would
run the
ex-
fucking Black Ops 3 Mob of the Dead Easter egg and be first in the world for that shit too. Shopping
Yo,
freeze all
that-
day in
Imagine it
Perkas.
being like
Yo, so
10
Gobblegum,
minutes.
they're 100% we're going to get Gobblegums because like the Ascension loading screen gives that away. So I mean,
Ascension
dude,
needs
I mean,
gobblegums though.
see, here's the thing we haven't discussed now it's brought up Gobblegums. Do you guys think they're gonna introduce new perks?
no, I don't think so. But if they do, well, hey, GG, more content. But like, yeah, man, Perkaholic on Origins would be mad. But here's another thing. Like on Origins, we had PhD Flopper. I don't think they will bring back PhD Flopper in the remaster.
Yeah,
If you
that's
think about it.
true.
Cause like if we get Perkaholic, then here we go. We got all the perks, but
Yo,
do we have PhD?
Noah-aholics, man. They're Noah-aholics.
And that would explain why we got Newton's cookbook, so we can actually just like stack up on those gobblegums and just
Yeah.
To speed run Mob of the Dead Origins all over again.
yo, I swear, like Trick knows, they know what's up, and I
I'll
really
definitely
hope
speed
that.
run Transit.
I really do hope they market it right. And dude, the next what's this called? The comic book. When is it coming? Is it like 1st of March or 31st of March?
I heard it's like I think it's like the second week of
Yeah, it's coming out in March, and we are
But
surely
it might
going
get
to see a new.
delayed because the issue 2 got delayed like 3 weeks. It might
really?
be delayed. Yeah.
So yeah, I really do feel like in that we're gonna see another like loading screen. But the thing is, we got Nuketown loading screen in the first one. In the second, we got Ascension, and we have Moon for a while. So do you guys think they're gonna work this way? Like, let's say we get Moon, Nuketown, Ascension, and the next map in the comic, that map will be in that DLC, or do you think they will go as Moon, Ascension, Mob, and Origins first?
I hope they remaster 3 maps and put a new one out and do that twice and put a season pass out. Remake 3 maps per and then 1 new map.
Yeah, but like, I mean, Treyarch is Treyarch. They could show us whatever map in the comic and just get us hyped and tell us that, hey, we don't know when you're getting it, but you guys are getting it. So it could be that. It could definitely be that. But all I know from the source is that we're going to see Moon. Of course, we saw Moon loading screen a while back. Ascension is there too, but Newtown isn't there. Like, it's not there. Okay, here's the thing. Now that I'm talking about this, I feel like so the source that said that DLC 5 is gonna come, he mentioned that there will be Moon, Ascension, and we know those loading screen, we've seen it. On top, we've seen Nuketown, Nuketown loading screen. So I really do believe in the next comic we're going to see Mob and Origins. It makes sense. We're gonna see both of them, and this DLC 5 will hold 5 maps. Nuketown as a bonus.
I mean, like we
What you guys
say,
think about it?
yeah, I mean, I agree definitely. Like we say, like zombies isn't in a good place of mind at the moment. Like with how it's dying.
It's
You
in a
know,
dead space
yeah,
unless it's the first 2 weeks of an
and
IW release, then
know,
it's dead again.
yeah, you go on YouTube Gaming every day, and all you see is either the 2-box challenge, round 100 run, or like round 100 boss fights. Now that's all you pretty much see, or
some
some
first shout
custom
out.
zombies. But the thing is, with custom zombies, is once again we bring it up. What was the map? What was the best one? Retribution.
Retribution.
Yeah, Retribution, and all. I like all the Megas maps as well. Like he makes
Bunker
good
10's a good
And
map.
the thing,
Yeah.
the way I see it
I
is,
like Fabric the Totem more than Bunker 10, honestly. But Bunker 10 was honestly like amazing. Like you had a
Fabric
lot of
Gun Totem
levels
was
of-
good.
Yeah, I prefer Fabric more than Bunker. But yeah, both of them were honestly.
Alright, we're getting on the subject of custom zombies now.
yeah.
Yeah, let's not talk
Has
about it.
anybody
But
got
I'm gonna
anything
say, like,
else to like express about DLC 5? Any thoughts? Any theories?
well, I said what I said, and that's what I feel about it. Like, yeah, I have nothing more to add. But if you have, go for it, and we can.
Does
If I
anybody
have
in
any
mine
opinion.
or Luna's chat have any ideas or theories they want to share with us?
My internet was like fucked at the beginning of the stream and it fucked up in the middle, and I finally got it balanced out, but I don't really have
Right.
very many to, yeah.
I mean, I think we've got
Second
enough
ending in
out,
Rev is
like,
unlocked. It won't be Rivers. That second file is a troll file.
Yeah, they legit trolled. Yeah. At first, I was like, yeah, bruh. Like, I remember just that file alone, dude. I remember just that file alone made people like super hype after they seen the ending for Revelation. They were like, this is it. There will be another cutscene. But now that we know that was a troll, then rip. So like, they really have to like. There's no way DLC 5 is not gonna come out. There's no
Then
way.
again,
There definitely.
I've just thought what I'd like to see in DLC 5 if they remaster Ascension is playing as Dr. Gersh.
Plain as Gersh, yeah.
Yeah, that would be a really interesting, and like the Easter egg changes everything, and like, you know, we see how Gersh got pretty much
Doing
killed.
the Easter egg puts him into the Aether or the Infinite or whatever.
Honest question: do you guys think they will like put a new Easter egg? I think they will
Why
just
wouldn't
remaster
they?
the map.
See, I
Because
think
the thing is, they would have to focus on their new Treyarch game, and if they put everything in this,
but
then the next game, if they have a lot of ideas, then it may work out. But if they don't, then they wouldn't put like their full into DLC 5. Because the thing is, we already love Mob of the Dead Origins, and if they bring it back, then that's it. Like, we will love them forever, regardless. But
No, it's gonna be the same thing as it was with Revelations. It's gonna be hyped for about a week or two, and then it's gonna completely fucking die because people are gonna get bored if they do not add anything new. It will fail just like Revelations.
Yeah,
They
I
have
guess
to add
you're
new
right.
shit.
Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right on that. I would say, but yeah. If they put the same, then it's gonna be hype for a week for sure. But the thing would be that people would be able to play on PS4, and Xbox, and even on PC of Black Ops 3. But yeah, if they but what I heard is that they will have better graphics. Like
yeah.
Origins will look like the Giants. So I mean, in that aspect, like that is new too. So it will those maps will last for long.
Well,
See,
people won't have to go
and
play
Gobble
Black
guns.
Ops 2 anymore. They could just
See.
play it on Black Ops 3 now. Yeah, but that's all it's gonna do.
But what I'm trying to say here is that Origins will look alike the Giant in terms of graphics
like same
and
textures and everything like that.
yeah.
It'll look beautiful.
See, with what's
That it will look
confusing me
mad beautiful.
is once again the files. Like to do with Ascension, and you know we get all these loading screens. You know,
And
like
yeah, here
that.
we go.
It's got to be a thing.
Those are little teasers, man. That can't be something that's just troll. They wouldn't
you
keep
know,
doing it.
we all know.
Yeah.
You know, Jason Blundell's a big troll, and you know he likes to tease
so we're
us.
getting so we're getting Ascension files, and is there any other map? Are we getting files on in the game?
We've seen
I feel like
Origins
It's just
files.
Ascension and Origins.
Yeah.
I really do feel like in the next comic we're gonna see Mob and Origins remaster loading screen.
They've teased Ascension more than Origins too, you know, with the loading screen. And you know, the Nuketown loading screen, like, once again, they wouldn't do it. They always do it for a purpose. We've known that since pretty much the start of the BL3. Well, since the start
Well, people
of BL3
could sit there and talk about the Moon remastered, like the what is it, the loading screen? But what people really don't stop to think about is with the Moon loading screen is their Eisendrache is what caused the Moon loading screen to change.
Yep. Yeah.
That's what caused that to change. I don't think that necessarily loading screen means a definite remaster.
But dude, so what I got earlier was that Ascension was before their Eisendrache. So if Ascension, the remaster loading screen suggests that, where Dr. Monty was drawing what was it for? It was for the giant. I forgot what exactly that was.
Yeah.
The blueprint. Yeah, the blueprint.
Yeah, the blueprint.
And that blueprint we saw in the giant. So of course Ascension remaster is before the giant, and the giant is before the Eisendrache. So if Moon were to happen, then it would be before their Eisendrache. So in that regards, I can see it happening. And on top, we got infinite like universes. So there is no doubt that that cannot happen.
We could just play different times in different universes with little differences here and there. I mean, that's a very strong possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of like the origins that we know right now, there would be, you know, a little twist to it somehow within the storyline that changed something that we changed from before.
See,
you know.
Can I add a little something to this? I feel like Shangri-La is going to be. I feel like Shangri-La is going to be also an added remastered map. But you know,
I'd love to see Shangri-La remastered.
How we talk about, you know, seeing other perspectives. So like, what is it, Gary and Grok, or whatever the names are.
I mean, like, we have the files and textures in Revelation, so I feel like those maps can honestly come back. So we had Origins files already, Mob files already in Revelation. We have Verut.
What if Revelations was the teaser to show us that they were going to be remastering those maps?
Yeah, dude,
something interesting to think about as well is on the Moon loading screen that we got for the DICE event before Black Ops 3 came out. Yeah. It shows Samantha, and she has a different background than she had before. And if you match up that background with the Shangri-La loading screen, she's in Shangri-La.
It matches. Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Yeah, I mean, like, there is a lot of evidence that we'll be seeing DLC 5.
Somebody said.
Dude, I could talk about this subject for hours.
Yeah.
What if
like,
Dr. Grok escaped in the teleporter and brought you to Earth?
Yeah.
Area 51.
Seeing a different setting of like Easter eggs. So you know, us going to Ascension being, you know, Division 9, and seeing Gersh, you know, try and get killed. It would be awesome if we could play as Gersh but try and kill the guy killing him originally, if that makes sense.
Mr. Dalek HD. Mr. Dalek HD.
Mr. Dalek HD, are you IMR zombies, or... Because that dude actually is one of my dudes, so I kind of troll people.
He's on round 81 rev.
Somebody said, what if we get the map that was supposed to be Moon, but we were gonna get Paris? So like Paris.
What about Egypt?
No,
then?
I'm sure we're not going to get any new zombie map. It's going to be old maps remastered. That's it. Like, there won't be.
Well, it doesn't take them long to remaster. So what's taking them this long is they're adding shit. They have to be.
Yeah,
And
adding
we have the files for Origins as well, and the mob already in Revelation. So, and I'm sure they already got textures, so they just have to like duplicate some of the textures and just put it there. Cause
But
like yeah, yeah, go for it. You know like the path that we had in Origins.
yeah.
Like they just have to duplicate that. They make just one kind of texture and they just duplicate and make it like it. So I mean,
I just thought of something. If they remaster Transit, maybe we'll get to see Bus Route B for once instead of that being closed
oh
off.
man, god damn you, god. Yeah, imagine if we do like, yeah, that would be like best. But I mean, I do not know. Like the only thing I know is that we're getting DLC 5 and it's most likely gonna be old maps remastered, basically like added Gobble guns, Black Ops 3
Added a bit of
guns,
storyline too.
and graphics, better graphics. So that's what I got. But and I guess you guys got that too. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, do you guys think we've covered enough of DLC 5 in the podcast tonight?
For sure.
So that's for the podcast tonight, everybody. I hope you guys have kind of learned some new things if you didn't already. Is there anything you guys want to say to the stream in particular, or?
Yeah, be on the lookout for us with the inside info.
Pray for DLC 5. Just spam DLC 5 in the chat, and who knows, tomorrow we'll see. So, like Mama always said, just say it and it'll happen. Just say it. DLC 5 hype, boy.
Well, I think that's going to be the end of the podcast tonight, everybody. If you want to check out Greg, Skizzle, and Luna, their links are all in the description.
Hey.
But that's going to be it for tonight's podcast. There will be another one next Saturday, probably around the same time. But yeah, peace out, everybody. Thank you for coming to the stream, and adios.